Good morning, you guys. So I was not able to come back on yesterday. I said I had had an appointment canceled, but actually it got filled back in. Um, so I wasn't able to come on yesterday. But I got a lot of good questions, and so I'm hitting some of them this morning. So and they were all around March. So as you can see, I've got a full table, several questions here. I'll keep picking through all of the questions. They're all really good questions, you guys. It's early. I got up and started this right off the bat. Got the wood stove cranking and let the dog out. And I sat down with a coffee to do this reading. So the first question that I asked, one of the questions that was asked to peek into, was Nasara Gasara, or would Nasara Jasara come out this month, in the month that we call March, in the year that we call 2023? Okay, you guys, so know that all of the healing intentions are set. So if you want the healing, go ahead and just breathe that in and decree that you're accepting it for your highest and greatest good only and always. So I asked about Nasara Jasara. So in regards to this good financial system, this whole new way of being, whole new way of living and being that is good. I got gifts from the universe are tangible. So that's saying that quite possibly this could happen in March, but it's not given a definite, right? And that's because above, as you can see, the abundance of the old system has got to completely crash. Okay? So the old system has to come to a complete end. And it's not saying that that will definitely happen here in the month of March, but it is saying, driving the entire reading, that people that are struggling are wishing this into being. They're praying for it. They're wishing it into being, so that we can balance the scales and there won't be so much poverty. So I said, okay, so it's tangible. If that crashes, that that this can be brought forth this month. So if that's the case, show me a little story around having to have that crash. And what I'm getting is there's still too much balance with this old system. Okay, so there's still too much money out there, and it has to completely end because these guys still have enough assets. So this is still a work in progress. They're still taking money from these guys. They're still doing something. They're still doing something. And until that's cleaned up, and this is another total ending card, until this is completely cleaned up, that new financial system isn't gonna come in. But, if they were able to do it this month, then those gifts are tangible. But see how it's not a definite yes? It's like it's tangible. But first, all of this the regular abundance out there has got to end before, all of this can happen. But that is the energy behind all of this. So that's quite a force, keep manifesting. Keep manifesting this, okay? So that answered like a few questions, honestly. Just that's an answer. So no, that old system has to die. A complete and solid death. It's tangible that could happen this month, but it's not definite. So we'll keep manifesting our best lives anyway, which is what we've gotten 2 readings in a row. To not look for things like that on specific dates, but to just keep manifesting our best life. All right, sorry guys, I had to have a sip of my coffee. Like I said, I just got up early. All right, so the next question I asked if a World War III event was going to hit the mobile phones as I get up and I walk around the table. So I asked if a World War III scare event was going to come to us via the mobile phones. This is a very interesting reading. There's a lot of secrecy and a lot of foolishness around this World War III event, okay? There's a lot of things hidden. and they're moving forward with a bunch of secrets. So they're moving forward with secrets and 2 options. There's 2 options on the table here too, okay? So when you see these types of cards, I know a lot of you are learning to read. If you have taken my advice, if the traditional way is just not pulling passion into your heart, and you're making these cards your own, whenever you see things like this in a card, you can always look at that as like a duality. And so that's what I do. These are choices. These are choices, right? So they're moving forward with 2 different ideas. There's a lot of foolishness around this. Okay, so what's driving the reading is they do want to wrap this up. So they want to wrap up this World War III scenario. There's enough information out there so that whatever they've been meaning to accomplish through all of this, they feel like they're pretty victorious. I wonder if that's like they have woken up more people, or I don't know, who knows, but they're feeling as though they've created some victories. But there's some options, right? So I'm asking, and a lot of secrets, right? Foolishness. So like a big game, right? So I was like, well, okay. So one of the options would be for that to hit our mobile phone, the big scare event. Would the other option be for somebody to come in and save the day? And oh, someone comes in or a group of people come in and they're like, oh, we've just created, peace, we've stopped the war, blah, blah. Or however they would do that. But like a heroic moment where, phew, we were so close and now we've saved the day. And when I asked that question, I asked for a clarifying card. I got the Empress, and the Empress is always a yes for me. So will we see the World War III scare event here in the month of March? Well, there's a lot of secrets around this thing. They're still deciding which way they're going to go with it moving forward. Are they going to do the scare event, or are they going to have somebody save the day? So this is something that's still in motion, and they feel as though right now they are feeling as though they've created what it is that they wanted with all of this information and this scare tactic. So they feel as though they've created what they've wanted. They feel like it's a victory. So it's already been a victory to them. And now they're just trying to figure out how to end it. So it could be with a scare event on our phones, or it could be with a heroic moment of it's all been cleaned up. And so it's still in motion, not given definite yeses. Do you know what I mean? But it's already like, I wouldn't worry about it, you guys, because they already feel like they've won. They already feel like whatever this was about is victorious. So they got what they wanted. Now they've just got to figure out how to clean that up and end it. And they don't know yet. So if they don't know yet, then we can't find out a definite on how they're going to do it because it's still in motion. Do you know what I'm saying? But we did get a good story around it. And as far as this financial system, again, I keep getting that this old system has to hit a complete crash. And it doesn't look as though, they're not telling us that will definitely happen in the month of March. So, but it's tangible, so it's being worked on, I mean, I think they're doing a slow crash of the dollar. By what we keep seeing whenever we do a reading on the money, we keep seeing this slow crash of the dollar, okay? So where I think March is really going to be hot is, yeah, this is going to continue on, right? It's going to be amped up because they don't know how they're going to finish it off yet. So that's got to continue on. So that's, we got that yesterday too. But then I asked, so I said, let's take a look at the Biden administration, and will we be seeing Biden removed in the month that we call March, in the year that we call 2023? This is really interesting. What we're going to see is a crash and burn of the Biden administration. So this is going to be like, I think this is going to be really something that really totally wakes up the sleepers, you guys. If you look at these cards, sorry, you get smoke coming at you because of the incense. If you look at these cards, this is crazy. So, oh, it sucks to be the Biden administration, I think. Sorry, I needed a sip of my coffee. Like I said, I haven't been up very long. So I wanted to know, we're going to see the Biden administration removed in the month that we call March, in the year that we call 2023. And what we're going to see is judgment. We're going to see a whole bunch of judgment with the Biden administration and a whole bunch of information that comes out around them, you guys. All right. So across from the judgment that we see with the Biden administration, we're going to see like a slow death of them, and that's been a great strategy. I think this is going to be what really gets the people who actually back that guy to wake up, because they said, all of this judgment and information is going to come out. So stuff's going to come out around him this month too, you guys. So lots of judgment and information around him. We're going to be watching like a slow death of him. And this is a great, great strategy. It's going to shift that entire administration. It's going to show all of the dark work that they've done, right? Because this is my workhorse, but you've got to think of how something's set up. So in the way the reading, the question that you've asked. So it's really going to shift that administration. They're going to show all of the nasty things, the nasty work that administration has been up to, and transcend things. And so I said, so as this goes on this month, will it be a removal? And I've got the incenses falling everywhere. I'm really crowded, you guys. Will it be a complete removal? I wanted to know if he would go this month, right? And so I got the Hierophant, which represents the bad guys. So when I'm saying, will he go this month? And the Hierophant standing there with his hands up in the air. The bad guys standing there with their hands up in the air like, hold. It means they're fighting. They're fighting it. But it doesn't matter how much they hang on, because all of this judgment's going to come out, you guys. And so, so I said, is this going to get all of the rest of the people that still kind of think that this guy's a good guy and that administration is a good guy, are the things that they're going to do around this administration as they create that judgment and that death of this administration, that dynamic shift, their power is crumbling. Is that really going to help like all the rest of the people wake up? And I got a yes. Out of everything going on right now, showing the nastiness that these guys have been up to and creating that judgment and that information going out there, and the slow death of this administration because of all of this, that's actually where we're going to get our miracles, and people are going to wake up. So the more they expose this administration, that's really where we get those numbers that are kind of left behind to wake up. So the month of March with this administration is going to be hot, but these guys are hanging on. So again, if there's a good fight going on, and we know that they still have options, and we know that they've still got money, okay? So they're hanging on, they have options, and they have money. So I wouldn't say that the administration will necessarily be, that we'll necessarily see it taken out this month. It's really going to depend. I think this is going to depend on how much more work they can do as far as taking these guys' assets, power, and abilities away from them. Okay, but It looks as though this World War III event, they feel as though that they've already got victories. So now they've just got to figure out how to wrap it up. So that's an indecisive thing too. So we have good stories around all of it. We've been told a story, and to give us a clearer picture of the things that are going on. And clearly, I have used a lot of cards, right? So I can't ask any more questions. I have a pretty full day today, but if I get a chance, I'll come on. Last night, my day ended at 8 p.m. And when I say it ended, I still wasn't finished, but I'd finished the majority of things. And then I was just like beat. And I sat for about, I don't know, 10 minutes before I went down and meditated and did a bunch of healing. But yeah, yesterday was a crazy day. We'll see how today goes. If I can't come on and do a deep dive, just like I wanted to yesterday but couldn't, if I can't come on and do a deep dive, what I'll do is I'll tackle these questions again tomorrow morning, just in this fashion, because I can do that while I'm sitting here having my coffee, my first coffee. So anyways, you guys, this scare event, we don't know. We could end up having a hero come out and like save the day. There could be a heroic moment where it feels as though we were right on the brink, but then, oh, all is good. Or they could do a scare event. So that's still up in the air. They still have to take away, the old system. There's still work going into that. That's got to be a complete crash before Nasara Jasara comes out. And we're going to be watching the judgment and slow death of the Biden administration. The bad guys are hanging on, but it doesn't matter because we're going to get that victory and people are going to wake up. People are really going to wake up with what they expose around these Bidens. So that's good. So, are we going to see endings to things in the month of March? No, but I think what you're going to see is amping up. So you're going to see a lot of information coming out about the Biden administration, right? You're going to see more crashing of the dollar. I just stepped on a dog toy. You're going to see more crashing of the dollar. You're going to see a lot going on there. And then you're going to see a story play out around this World War III event. So it's going to be a hot month because all of this stuff is going to be going on, but it doesn't mean they're going to be ending those things. They already feel like this World War III event has gotten them all the victory that they desired. So maybe they'll close the curtain on that sooner rather than later. All right, you guys, so obviously that's a lot of cards, and that's where I would pick the deck back up and I would shuffle and ask more questions. I have a bunch of questions. You guys asked a lot of questions, and I'm going to tackle them any way that I can. Like I said, if I can't get to coming on and doing a deep dive, I'll just keep tackling those questions like this every morning. But I thought these were kind of like three questions that weigh heavy on people, so I'd tackle those first. And with this question, with this layout, that actually kind of answered three questions. And possibly with this layout, I think somebody wanted to know if we would see Trump come back this month. So I think with this layout, honestly, that kind of tells you that that's something in play too, right? Because Trump's not going to come back until this is taken out. So we're watching the judgment, kind of a slow death. They're going to expose more of their dirty deeds. It's really going to create a shift. It's where miracles are going to happen. It's a good strategy for them. Lots of information about these guys is going to come out. The nasties are hanging on for dear life, but in the end, we get our victory and people wake up. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Sorry that there's no definite dates, but this is the thing. Those dates come and go, and because energy shifts, and my guides are pretty good about giving us a good view of what's going on and kind of being honest with us. Because I always say only truth, only truth, only truth. Yeah. So, and I always make it clear that I I don't care if we might deem this negative or positive. We just want the truth, right? So, you know, you don't have to build us up fearful that we might fall. So they're just telling us the truth that these systems have to end. They're really gonna they're really they're really gonna we're gonna see some crap around the Biden administration. And there's a couple of choices of how they're gonna play this World War III event. So all right, you guys, that's what I'm getting anyways. That is what I'm getting. And I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you found a little value in it. If I can't come on and do a deep dive, like I said, I'll just keep tackling these questions like this in the morning. So breathe in your healing if you so choose. Until next time, so much love, many, many blessings from me to all of you. All right, take care.